am I ever ready to go live? It always asks me if I'm ready. I'm like, well, obviously not. No preparation or thought goes into this whatsoever. Here I am again. Yes. Not so long after doing the last one. And it's because I've got some nice bits to show you. Didn't get much on the reseller weekend. Clearly, a town full of resellers is not going to yield a great deal. However, I had a bit of an impromptu haul today, so I thought, you know what, I'll share it before I actually forget what I've bought. So it's not in any particular order. So, oh, someone's joined me. It's not just me. It's lovely not to feel completely isolated. Yeah, okay, I'll save those little bits because I know who'll come in. What did I find? This is all today. I wasn't meaning to buy a lot, but you know how it is. If good stuff is out there, you should, if you can, be able to pick it up. Ooh, I've dropped something. Hi, Leanne. Sorry about the noise. Something's gone wrong there. I've stood on something. There we go. Professional to the end. I have here. I'm trying to work out what I spent on everything, but the label isn't on this. Where's my label gone? What did I spend on this? It was either £4 or £4.50. I think these are gents, actually. They are diesel jeans. I don't pick them up if they're a lot of money, unless they're the special ones. But these look rather nice. I like this little feature here with a buckle and what have you. Lainey, hi. Hello, jewellery sales. It is a long time since you caught me live because it doesn't happen very often these days. Not because I haven't got anything to show, but because I've been so busy that I barely had time to catch myself. Anyway. Oh, okay. I paid £3 for these. There we are. There's a £3 tag. Yoink. There we go. I won't bother showing you all the tags. It's boring. Now, these are diesel. I do like a pair of diesel jeans. They will sell. These are, I'm not so sure of these. This is the place I go to that has no internet, so I can't Google anything. Beltha? These are Beltha jeans. 32 wide, 34 long. A very good size. A very good size, because longer jeans are a little harder to find. They're a fairly straight leg. Not skinny, because as we all know, for most people, skinny's gone out of fashion. There were always going to be some people that want to wear skinny, and I sometimes do. So they were £3. Difficult for me to say what I'll get for them. Haven't had time to do the research. But if I'm spending £3 on something, I'd quite like to have at least 20 quid back. If it's more, it's a bonus. Been a bit of a stunning weekend. I sold, when I was away at the reseller meetup, I actually didn't sell. What's going on here? I'm sorry. Mad hair. What is that? Sorry, mad hair moment. I wasn't selling much at all. I have days when it goes quiet. I think we all do, and we kind of get used to them. What's making that noise? Not me. It's a van reversing right outside my window. Nice timing. But then I had a couple of auctions that ended last night, and one of them was for a Vivienne Westwood dress, and it went for £300. So I was quite happy with that. It's this one because I haven't posted it yet. I'm trying to get my stuff together, and it's difficult to explain, but it is the classic squiggle pattern. It was mine. I did pay for it originally, and I've worn it several times, and it's no longer exactly my kind of thing. It's a bit big, and someone is going to love it. It's just a thin cotton thing, tunic, but it's that squiggle pattern, the sort of zigzaggy. That's very, very Vivienne, and as we know, we lost our dear Viv not very long ago, and I'd been meaning to sell my Vivs for probably the last year or so, and was finding it difficult to part with. And I kind of thought, it's now or never. Just do it. Give it to someone who's going to wear it rather than it's sitting in your wardrobe. So that made the weekend a lot better. You drove. Hang on. Oh, yes. Well, it's a long way from where I am, which is a shame, really, because it'd be nice to drop in and have a couple with Lainey, but it'd be an awfully long way to go. It'd take me forever. Right, so here's a bit more. I'll just keep going, really. I hope everybody's well, because my poor son has a cold, and he's not a happy bunny because A, he's male, and B, don't like having colds. £4 I paid for this. Now why? Oh, I know why I paid for this. There's nothing overly special about these. These are Adidas, not an old Adidas, but they are Climber 365, which is a nice sort of breathable. But what I liked about these is that they are surprisingly wide leg. And I happen to know that a wide leg trouser, especially like yoga pants style, is apparently having a moment. These are a 16. Otherwise, I'd be wearing them. Sadly, that won't fit me, and they're in grey. But they're in pretty decent nick, and for, I think it was £4. Yeah, pretty sure that one was £4. And I'd gone to my favourite shop in the hope of getting a jewellery bag, and they didn't have any. So I kind of, you know how you kind of think, I've gone all that way, I really ought to buy something. So good bread and butter stuff anyway. Good bread and butter. What were these? Mint velvet. Again, I don't buy all mint velvet, but these are, to show you, sort of a beigey colour, and again, they're more of a tapered trouser, cotton thing, and obviously spring, and that is coming out. But these are, they have a sparkle stripe. I like a sparkle stripe, a bit unusual. And, oh, God, stuff flying off everywhere. My office is the biggest mess. I'm not going to show you because I'm too embarrassed. But maybe that will prompt me to actually do something about it. So those cost me £4.50, and they're a size 14 mint velvet. A kind of a brown colour, really. They're brown. But, you know, a lot of people like brown. It's not my favourite thing, but I have nothing against it personally. I had a very nice time up in Itchinghurst. That's on the lovely Nick and Andrea, and I am utterly in love with Jeff. Jeff being a dog, just to clarify, as opposed to a reseller, you know, just saying. It's Nick and Andrea's little Westie. For those of you who follow them, and I know many, many people do, will know just how gorgeous Jeff is. But he's a real lap dog, and I had more cuddles with him than I deserved, and it was wonderful. So, you know, I am a cat person, but I love Jeff. I must give a shout out to a lovely lady called Emma, who I met at the reseller meetup to say, hi Emma, it was lovely to meet you, and she's only in London, so thankfully not a million miles away. It's a great fun lady. I paid £4 for this. This is one of those little red dresses that kind of never really go out of style. It's a bit retro. I liked this pleated effect, and it's very nicely made. It didn't have a maker's label because somebody had thoughtfully removed it. Paid £4 for it, and I just noticed it was quite well constructed. So if you look at the back here, it's got this sort of, it's got a finished edge where the zippies. There's probably a technical term for it, but I thought it was rather smart. And the style sold it to me. It's one of those little things that someone's going to absolutely love. It is also 100% silk. So, and it's not a tiny size. I would say that's probably a 12. Often you find these things and they're really tiny. And of course there are lovely petite tiny people who wear these things, but I prefer it if things are sort of 10 and up, if I can get them, but not easy with something vintage. A real scuff bag today. I haven't sorted myself out, have I? Never mind, you should be used to it by now. Right. Something else I picked up, it's purple. It's knitty, and of course we're getting cold weather again, so I think there may be another spate of jumper buying. This is one of these. It's this sort of, it's one of these perennially popular type designs. It's got a big button at the front, nice ruffle collar, and it is Peruna M&S, but it's Peruna something. What's it say? Oh, made in Italy, which normally means they have a nice fabric content. This is £4. And it's nice long sleeves. In pretty good nick. It looks a bit bobblier on screen than it does in real life. There's a nice sleeve on it. And I believe it's a lot. It feels very nice in terms of its fabric, which means I usually go by feels. It's a medium, so that'll be a 12 to 14. It does have quite a bit of acrylic in, which means it's washable. Always a bonus. But it has got nearly 30% mohair and 10% wool, so I thought that was decent. I know I've sold these and people like them. I'm making a big pile there and it's all going to come tumbling down. And I'm trying to work out what's come from where, because I've literally just dumped bags. This I picked up because I was interested and curious. I do pick Gant up in the men's quite often. Men's Gant does very well. This isn't men's though. This is women's. But I liked the style. It's a bit cottagecore-y. It's check. It's linen, 100% linen. And although it's not me, because a lot of the things I buy aren't me, I kind of thought I'd give that a try and see if Ladies Gant does all right, because I've never sold it. I like the slightly puffed sleeve. I thought style-wise it should do well, and for fabric content too. So that should be okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, yes. I love a bit of Sweaty Betty, especially when I find it in bulk, and these are all nice neatly next to each other on the rail. Each one was, that one was £2.50. Okay, I thought some were £2. But extra large. So this is a black one. Would be very extra large on me, but it's rather lovely. There's a nice black one. I have to see whether it's worth doing these as a bundle, if they're all the same size or not. You know, I didn't just check, I just grabbed them because this one was £2, that one was £2.50. No idea why. It's very random why the price should be different. Obviously, Sweaty Bet logo on the back. This is pink. Very not me. And this tells me, why can I not read it? This is a medium, so no, they're not all the same size. But this has a kind of a textured feel to it. Again, a sleeveless racer back one. This one looks very much the same, and it's also £2. It's got a more textured logo on the back. I'm not showing you very well, am I? But, you know, there's not much to see here. They are very plain and ordinary, but perfect time of year for the Sweaty Betties. This is an extra large, so I might sell that with the other one. We'll see. I might bundle them. And then there's this one, which is a minty. It's more of a minty colour than you're seeing there. That was also £2, of course. Very rare to find Sweaty Betty at a sensible price down my way, I have to tell you. That is also an extra large. So we've got 3 extra larges and 1 medium. Is it a medium, or have I just misread? It definitely says it's a medium. Okay. See, that would fit me, but that is absolutely not my colour. Not a pingo. You wear that in black. There you go. You see. Yes, exactly. Oh, should I start again, Lex? Nope. Hello, Karen. Nice to see you. So, yes. So I haven't done the jewellery yet, Lex. There isn't a lot, but there's a little bit. Oh, that's where my door keys went. And that's something I was wearing the other day, so that's not for sale. Oh, right. Little bit of jewellery. A shop that is normally surprisingly spendy had a 30% off sale on everything. And they actually had some new earrings, so it's going to be a bit tricky to try and show you. But this pair, I think, will probably cost me about £1.50. They are really cute. They're Celtic. I will buy Celtic earrings at every turn because I love them, and they happen to be silver. It's not a stone in the middle. Well, I don't think it's a stone. I thought it was enamel. Oh, no, it is a stone. I looked through. It is a stone. So that is probably carnelian. Most likely to be. They all need a clean because they've literally been kind of like minging around for ages, but they are cute. Cute, cute, cute. So, yeah, 3 pairs of silver earrings in total. Never find silver earrings in there. We did have a fun weekend. I guess there's videos started appearing. I've been out all day, obviously, spending money. I haven't had time to look. These were £1.50 a pair, but there was 30% off. These were also silver, and I like these. Yeah. Really, really cute. I've obviously got to look at them and see if they're enamel or stones. There's a name for these. It's completely zoony, isn't it? I don't know if they are. I can't. They just say 95 on there. There's no other markings. So those are deeply cute, and I'm rather loving those, as possibly they might stay with me for a bit. And the final pair, because I looked at these and thought, they're not going to be silver. There's no way, because they're quite heavy. But they are. There's a little sort of aquamarine colour stone there, and this is a solid silver. And it actually says it on the bottom that you can't really see. Nice little worked. The detail in it is lovely. They're really rather lovely too. Might be keeping those for a while, because I list jewellery incredibly slowly. I list clothes a lot quicker because that's what I'm used to doing, and it's easy. What can I say? Other bits and pieces. I'm sure I've got more than this. You know how you do that? Yes, there is more. There is more. They were lovely. A silver earring is a thing I can't resist. What else did I pick up? I think because these were £1 each, and I liked the way this was made. It's one of these. It's big. It's chunky. It's vintage. Gold tone. There's a lot of these about, but if I find them cheaply enough, I will buy them. I just quite like the way it was constructed. Just thought that was quite well made. I didn't see a brand on it, and I don't think I'm going to find a brand on it, because normally if there is one, it's fairly obvious. What I had trouble finding was how you get in. But no, that's definitely not signed. It's just a fold over clasp. But that's very 80s. And again, it had a good weight to it. So I thought, okay, yeah, we'll have that. Chuck it over there. And something I'm always delighted to find when they think it's plastic. This is amber. These are really quite nice. Sorry, they're moving about. All the different colours. I think it's the heat treatment that gives them a different thing. I will test it and make sure that it is, but they're knotted between. I think somebody actually has restrung these because it's got a modern little lobster clasp on it, but that doesn't detract from the fact that they're quite likely to be amber. I will look closely. I haven't researched it. You only tend to list jewellery. Yeah, I do. I'll have a rush on and like bang a whole load of jewellery up. But I guess it's habit and practice, and that I'm used to doing clothes and less used to doing jewellery. So I've got to do a load more listings because I need to schedule some more. Right, now that's stuff that's sold. Blah. Okay. Now, I like this. I saw this hanging there and thought, that looks awfully familiar. It looks like Missoni. It is Missoni. Not something I expected to find in this particular charity shop. It's not new by any means. It's obviously one of their vintage ones, but it's proper Missoni with the nice little brown tag there on the back. It's obviously reasonably old. It needs a little tidy up. There's 1-2 little loose threads, but I love the colourways. That's what I love about Missoni. And I think I paid, might have been £4. And it might have been £4.50. But I didn't mind because it's a lovely thing, sort of thing I do like to sell. I don't pick many vintage shells up. It's not really my area, but when I see that pattern, I can't help it. I can't leave it behind. So again, apologies for the poor research, but I can't tell you what I'll get for it. But I'm hoping to get 20 and up. Of course, it's got to be worth my while. Oh, that's things I've sold. Oops. Okay. This I picked up because it was unusual. It's a belt. I do like the accessories, especially in the very spendy shops. I like accessories because they tend not to be. Good, solid bit of chunk. It's got a number on the back. That doesn't mean much, but it is actually Joe Brown's. Decent size waist. This was the shop with a 30% discount, so it would have been £3 and is slightly less because mental maths, not my bag. And it's meant to be crackled. It has a blue underneath and then a kind of a whitewash over the top in pretty good nick. So I figured that's going to do well just because it's so funky. It's unusual. That's kind of why I bought it. I could probably do with a belt on some of my jeans, but there we go. That's how it looks when it's on. Nice hunky chunky thing. Stay. Right, I'm not sure what I'll get for this. I picked it up because I quite like this brand. Again, it would £3 minus 30%, and it's Mother, Selfish Mother, and this is the basic Mother t-shirt. It's long, it's loose, it's oversized, boxy, kind of a slightly peachy colour actually. Not going to bring a huge amount. It's nice bread and butter stuff, and people like it. It's one of those yummy mummy brands that people like. So, going to be a few quid in it, and obviously with the nicer weather eventually coming our way, I'm kind of hoping that I have got a little collection of summery stock ready to start listing when we get round to about March. Can someone turn the heating on, please? I noticed when I got back home, because the house we stayed in was so warm and the pub was really warm, I came home and was like, bloody hell, it's freezing in here. Hello, Chrissy. You just got in. Yes, exactly. I know. That's why I thought I'd do this the minute I got in, because I should be doing lots and lots of other things. And I can't be asked. Okay, we're nearly at the end of this. I knew it would be fairly brief because although I felt like I spent lots of money, I saw this in the shop window of the charity shop before Christmas, and I went in and said, how much is that? And they said, it's for display purposes only. I thought, God, okay, fair enough. Left it, slightly gutted. I go in there today, it's on the rack, and it is this. It's long. It's very long. It's very long. It's a maxi dress. I have a feeling it might be a silk satin. I don't know exactly how old it is. It's very much in a kind of 1930s, 1940s style. It's in amazing condition. It's a dress with this sort of applique. Not showing you, am I? What a doofus. It's just beautiful. Now, I did pay £12 for it. But it's not a tiny, tiny size. It's not big by any means. But it's, should fit a 10 to 12. So that's good. And it is just gorgeous. It's got little ruching at the shoulder. Very 40s in its style. They've actually pinned the sleeves together, which is a bit weird. Don't like it when people put pins through things. There is no label that I've been able to find so far. So it's not some fancy designer, but the sheer beauty and the style of it. I mean, it's almost like a wedding dress, little loose sleeve there. I don't know if there's meant to be a button. Ah, no, it's actually a hook and eye. And that would be a tiny wrist. Well, mind you, I say that. Now I forget that I actually have a tiny wrist, in spite of being the size I am, before anyone says. But that would only just go around my wrist, and I am small boned. So yeah, I just love it. Little peplum detail here. A tie belt. It's not even got zips in. This is what makes me think somebody had it made. It's got hook and eye. Can I? Eyesight. Nope. There it is. There we are. It was the face of concentration. There we are. It's even got little hook and eyes down the side, so there's no zip. So it must be quite old. It must be. It's beautiful. And the weirdest thing of all, it actually hasn't got marks on it. Now, even if it's not actual silk, and it feels like it's a satin silk, because the other side is like a crepe. It doesn't show you properly, does it? But, you know, the seams are all, you know, this was clearly manufactured at home. I've got a feeling it might very well be 1940s. Even this embroidery work is that's hand done. That's not machined. That sort of gives it a little texture. So, I mean, it smells a little cupboardy, but it doesn't. Yeah, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it and thought, you know what, someone's going to absolutely love that. You could probably get married in it. It's so fabulous. This one. This was the very first shop I went into, and this made me think today's the day to go round the shops, because the universe was telling me today's going to be your day. Scarves, accessories, stuff that gets shoved in a corner and the people don't bother to look at. I go for a little rootle at the end of the pound row to find a scarf. I feel it and go, oh, that's silk, that's nice. I look at it more closely, and I may have found maybe a real one. It may be a good fake, but it's Hermes. Hermes Paris. I've got to do a lot of research. I paid £1 for this. I need to do research on it. One of the ways I know that if it's a fake, it's a very good one. Yes, Legs, yes. Is because when they do a hand-rolled hem, it's very tightly done and it's rolled inwards. So it's rolled to the front of the scarf and not the other way, which is what you will normally see on a hand-rolled edge scarf. The colours are very good. This appears to be a design that I very much doubt it's a very faked one, because it's not one of the common designs that everybody wants. This is kind of theatre themed. It's got masks there, Venetian masks, musicians. It's very Venetian in its style. And I'm guessing that's Venice, although it's upside down. I'm guessing that's probably Venice in the middle. Okay, it's going to tell me the Carnival de Venise. So that's that carnival they have in February, isn't it? The things that look good about this is that there is actually woven into the fabric this design of the. Sorry, there we go. I've got to find there. This. They look like guitars or lutes or, you know, mandolins or whatever, but that runs the whole way through the scarf. The printing of it is pretty on point. And it has a label that also looks pretty good. That doesn't mean that it's authentic. I'm fully aware, as a scarf collector, and how I got started in all of this, although I really wish they wouldn't put a hole in it. I'm fully aware there's still every chance it could be a fake. No, because the silk is nice. It's not a tremendously thick silk. It's still it's good quality silk, don't get me wrong, but I have a Hermes scarf that I know is absolutely Hermes, and I think it's on slightly thicker silk, but I could be wrong. But that was £1. Wow. It may have to stay with me for a while. I'm very unlikely to be trying to sell this, particularly not on eBay. I will need to get it authenticated, and it may end up somewhere like Vestiaire if it's genuine. Otherwise, it stays with me, because I wouldn't sell a fake, anything fake. Certainly not knowingly, and absolutely not if I could help it. So that was a bit of a finale. I have never come across. I have found Hermes in the past, but it was a very old, very washed out one in a very dull design that, even if it was genuine, probably wouldn't be sought after. That one I'm going to look into. So there you go. That's the universe telling me I should go around the shops, and clearly it was a good day for it. So I spent a fair amount of money, but I didn't do much shopping at the weekend. I think I got 2 scarves, and they were cashmere, and I think they were £3 or £3.50 each. That was all I found when I was up in and a couple of necklaces, but nothing sort of extraordinary. Very, very sort of ordinary pieces. So there you have it. That's what I found. Half an hour of your day wasted. So for giving you an excuse not to do any work. And it's been lovely seeing anybody that's stuck their head into my video that I saw on the weekend. Lovely to meet you all. I'm not that good at social situations, so if I didn't say hello, please excuse my ill manners. I just get a bit peopled out sometimes. I'm not always very good. And I hope you all keep well. So I will see you all soon. Thank you for joining me. I will see you round and say bye-bye now. Here we go. Bye-bye.